human act of saving a stranger. The smell of wet wood, rain, and river water mingled with the faint scent of her perfume, an incongruous but striking detail in the storm, leaving Jack unsettled and strangely intrigued. Storm clouds above. As they walked, he noticed her careful steps, the way she balanced delicately yet confidently, hinting at a life of discipline and refinement not often seen in someone suddenly plunged into such a chaotic situation. He asked gently, "Are you all right to continue on foot from here?" And Victoria, her voice steadier than she expected, replied, "I believe I can manage, though I am still a little shaken." They moved slowly, the wet earth squishing beneath their boots, the river fading into the background, replaced by the sound of wind through the trees and distant church bells from the town. Jack kept a watchful eye on her, silently noting the way her eyes scanned their surroundings, alert and aware despite the recent trauma, and Victoria felt a growing sense of trust in this stranger who had saved her life with no expectation of reward. As they approached a small bridge that overlooked the calmer portion of the river, Jack paused and gestured for her to look out across the water. "The storm has passed here, but its memory lingers," he said. "Sometimes the river reminds us of its power, even when it looks calm." Victoria glanced at the rippling water below, reflecting the golden hue of the early morning sun breaking through the clouds, and realized that despite the peril she had faced, there was a strange beauty in the aftermath, a sense of renewal and perspective that she had not anticipated. They both remained silent for a moment, absorbing the quiet strength of the river and the tension slowly leaving their bodies, a subtle connection forming between the fisherman and the woman who had entered his life in such a sudden and dramatic way. Morning sun barely crept over the horizon, casting a pale light across the small harbor where Jack Miller had spent most of his life navigating the waters and maintaining his modest fishing equipment. The air was still heavy with the scent of wet wood, salt, and mud, a reminder of the storm from the previous night, and Jack moved methodically along the dock, checking lines and nets as he prepared for the day ahead. He thought of Victoria Lane, her delicate hands wrapped around the damp jacket, the way her eyes had searched his face for reassurance. Despite the adrenaline fading from the night, the encounter lingered in his mind, a blend of curiosity and concern that he could not shake.